Now here in Nigeria, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAM, says candidates who are still under the age of 16 years must meet 3 academic criteria for admission into Nigerian universities in the 2025-2026 academic session. JAM Register Professor Ishak Oloyede reveals that the criteria are a minimum of UTME score of 320 out of 400, a post-UTME score of at least 80%, and a minimum of 80% in a single sitting of WAEC or NECO, amounted to 24 points out of 30. It has also outlawed the combination of results from 2 different exam bodies, such as mixing WAEC and NECO results for such category of candidates, adding that science students must include mathematics in their top subject, while art students must include English. The move follows a government policy which pegged the official minimum age for admission into tertiary institutions at 16 years, with exception for high-performing candidates under 16. A subcommittee of education experts was also set up to design the screening template to ensure the emotional and psychological preparedness of these candidates. For more on this, Arise analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now in the studio. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure of being here.
Yes, so let's talk about this age requirement. How are the requisites and the requirements needed to come into universities right now?
I think JAM is trying to manage precocity. But if a child is precocious, you have to nurture that talent and make sure that talent does not mislead the owner of the talent. It's a step in the right direction. And you see, the issue of age is important, not only in university education, but even in political life. Because nowadays, you discover there are more youths in most societies, except the Western societies, which have a very fast aging population. But in our own part of the world, the youths are infinitely more than the old and elderly, and they are clamoring even for voting and for employment. But in this particular instance, I appreciate the concern of the JAM authorities. I appreciate their concern. If they cast such precocious people early and nurture their talent, the society will benefit from it. They too will benefit. But the environment matters. The environment matters. If a girl or a boy is precocious, they will pass whatever exam at one sitting. They don't. Once they pass, if the person does NECO, if he passes it, it will be obvious to anybody. So he doesn't need to marry or merge results. That is the benefit of talent. But JAM is concerned that the environment does not pollute that talent, and the talent is harnessed and used positively for society. So I appreciate it. Let's leave it at that.
Also, Mr. Sobowale, now in terms of institutions that knowingly admit underage students in spite of these warnings, what kind of penalties would you like to see?
Well, if they do it, they must have their reasons. Let them give an explanation. If a child is talented, you have to nurture that talent and appreciate it. They must have their reason. Even JAM said there that there must be special consideration. They have even set up committees. You see, knowledge, talent, has not ever been democratic. I said something like that yesterday. And the internet has democratized knowledge. You don't even need to go to university to know so many things. All this use through technology have access to information that were never available to me at my age or you at your age. You get me? And the internet is increasingly exposing them to knowledge. What we should be afraid of now is what they are being afraid of in Britain. They have laws in place now on at what age you should have access to the internet. In Australia, I think it's 14. In Britain, Even voting age in New Britain now, they're trying to reduce it from 18 to 16. So it's, I mean, use an advertising slogan. It's like, say, you want to catch them young. Catch them young, nurture talent, and guide it in the right direction in terms of productivity for the benefits of society. Let's leave that.
Some would say dogma is hampering the evolution of talent, because the old thinking is that you must get to a certain age before you can begin to access knowledge. Because back in the day, they talk about probably putting your hand across your head if it can touch the ear and stuff like that. But we've seen that advanced societies are being furthered forward. The new frontier is being broken. 95% by young people. But here in Nigeria, here in Africa, need I say, we are still trying to hold them back and say, oh, they are not emotionally intelligent enough to be able to access knowledge.
DAM is not doing that. DAM is not doing that. So you can't talk of Nigeria in such terms. DAM is moving along with modern times.
No, but the question is, how much are they encouraging the whole, like you said, catch them young?
But you say knowledge. It's not democratic. Such people are few and far between. You get to know?
No, the more you open yourself to them, you begin to see that there are more.
Look, what they are doing is to identify and harness such talent and use it for society. See, the concern they have. You know, I went to university, like all at a faster rate. I did, for primary school, we do standard 6. I left to secondary school, standard 5. I did prelim, I did do HSC. You get me? And some people are suspicious of people who broke such barriers. But they are not trying to manage it now. DAM is trying to manage it. And the concern is there that if such people are left unmanaged, once they get to university, when you get to university, if you don't go to classes, nobody can prompt you to go. Whereas if you are told your parents, you say, or society. So it is a matter of parentage, upbringing, and nurturing. That's the concern of JAM, that identify those talents. In Britain, you have had professors at 15, 16. Yes. They put them in special places, but such people are not many. Do you get me? If people are precocious, you will know. They are trying to make sure that they do not fall into bad company, bad society. Or people do not criminalize their talent, which is the concern of Western civilization now, and which we too are trying. So we are breaking the barrier. There was a time you can't go to university unless you are 21. We're talking of 16 now. Even in Britain, they are lowering the voting age from 18 to 16. Although both sides, the conservatives are saying these people, they can't marry, they can't be voted for, they can't go to war. Why are you allowing them to vote? But the other side is saying yes. You are 16, you are old enough to pay taxes and to work, which is true. So we are moving with the modern trend. Well, so let us encourage them.
That's relative. But Mr. Sobowale, when you of course you encourage this move by JAMB,
yes,
from all that you said so far. Right. Which other matters or challenges that plague the Nigerian education system would you like to see addressed with this much zeal so that it's a balanced act?
Well, exam integrity. Let people monitor people the qualifications of people who want to enter university. Let them monitor it more adequately than so that you don't have admission irregularities. Get me? And then let the tutors, the lecturers, let them have the qualification. Let people screen and see that they have the qualifications they claim to have. Because there is a proliferation of universities all over the place. Some people get degrees from online universities, which we have found out never existed. A PhD floating all over the place, which when it comes to tutoring people, you discover the quality is not there. I am for people having qualifications and be able to deliver on qualifications they have. That's the merit in the educational system. Let us sustain that. Okay. But as for this precocity management, I commend JAMB on it. Next.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I think you've satisfied our curiosity and questions on this very crucial matter. We'd like to thank you for your insight as always. Arise News analyst, Mr. Dayo Sobowale. Many thanks.